thought it was good. I think, thought we looked good for 48 minutes. We came out, took care of business. We dove on the floor for loose balls, made the right play. We was aggressive. That's the team that I like to see out there.
Yeah, can you talk about just playing in front of the Sacramento Kings crowd tonight?
It's great, playing out in the Bay. I went to school probably about an hour from here, so seen a lot of Cal fans, a lot of Cal jerseys, et cetera. So it's fun, when you get love in the area that you spend some time in. That I talked to Cal's AD today. They're looking at hiring a new head coach, so I was happy that they could make me a part of that process. Cal's like a second home to me, so I try to be involved as much as I can. And playing out here, all the support from the Bay Area that I get, it feels great.
What kind of stuff are they communicating with you about in the coaching search?
Just seeing, getting the feel for what direction they want to lead the program in, and et cetera. And I told them what I thought, shared my thoughts, growing up from my experiences there, and what I potentially think that could be a good fit. And they listen, and ultimately they're gonna do what they feel is right. So.
You throw out any names out there, candidates that you would like to see?
Yeah, some good candidates. One of my favorites was Amir Abdur-Rahim. He was over at Kennesaw State. Took them to the tournament. I don't think it's ever been done in school history. So Shareef's little brother as well. So the connection, the family, the history, as well as being able to get recruits and kids from all different places all over is important. So I think he could be a great candidate for that position.
Was that on the phone or was he here? The AD?
He was over the phone. Yeah, he wasn't here, but he's a big Celtics fan, so he was watching it.
Jaylen, you guys were obviously able to come out on top tonight, but what sort of unique challenges does Domantas Sabonis present when you switch as much as you do?
Yeah, Sabonis is a dog, man. I've been a fan of his game for a while now. How physical he is, and how he is, patient but deliberate, finds his guys. Those DHOs is tough, especially if you don't pick them up above the three-point line. If you're just too low, it can put you in a bad spot. But I think tonight we tried to keep him as far away from the basket as possible, and he still managed to affect the game. Will he have a triple-double tonight?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so Sabonis is a dog. I'm a fan of his game.
Well, what's the key for you guys to prevent them from playing with the pace that they typically like to play to and maybe force them into more isolation?
We just needed to take care of the ball for the most part. They play fast, a lot faster than most teams, and they were hitting shots to start the game. And, we didn't do them any favors by turning the ball over, giving them extra shots. I think we only had like 5 turnovers. How many turnovers do we have? I'm not sure. When we turn the ball over, give a team like that extra shots, give them more confidence. They would have played even better than they played today.
The starters accumulated 111 points, 17 of the 18 threes, and 32 assists. And I want to talk about the 32 assists. What was going on with that ball movement with the Celtics tonight?
Just making an emphasis, we need everybody feeling good and comfortable as we get closer to the playoffs. So, just getting even better at those reads, instilling that confidence in our guys and having them come out and be aggressive. I thought D. White was one of the culprits of those situations, and he took advantage, being aggressive. And he's aggressive. I think our team is better. So him, Malcolm, even Grant at times, I think they can definitely help us win games. We need to just, continue to put their foot on the gas and defensively carry it out as well.
Jimmy, you didn't talk to us after Saturday. How are you feeling about the team's play, including tonight? And when you get a couple of days off, how do you decompress and kind of maybe soothe some of your feelings and come back refreshed?
Yeah, it was a tough loss. Back-to-back, we lost 2 games on this trip that we probably should have won, and ain't really no excuse for it. I think just we got to be better. Ultimately, we haven't been playing 48 minutes consistently, but we got 9 or 10 games left going into the playoffs. It's that time where leadership starts to step out. So you can put that on the top guys to make sure that everybody's ready to go each and every night. And I'm one of those guys, so I got to do a better job of instilling that in my teammates to have everybody rocking and rolling when it's time to go.
You've made some comments recently about the city of Boston in your upcoming free agency, whenever that will be. How do you feel about where you are, your team, and your organization?
I feel great. On a 50-win team right now, which you can't take for granted. Tonight was a 50th win. And right now I'm focused on helping lead my team for another playoff run. In terms of speculation, etc., I can't speculate on anything above what I'm doing right now. I think sometimes when people write articles, they get taken out of context at times, especially when writers have their own agendas or whatever. So for me personally, I'm thinking about clarifying some of the things that have been recently said. But other than that, I'm just focused on my team. I'm focused on playing basketball and focused on, winning games.
What do you want to clarify about the things that were recently said?
Nothing right now. Right now, the only thing I want to clarify is that Celtics need to play better and win more games. If I want to say something in the future about, kind of things that's been floating around, I will. But in terms of right now, I like when people hear things from the horse's mouth and you can see my reaction, my face, and everything, how I feel about what I'm saying. Sometimes those things can get lost in translation, So if I feel the need to do so, I will. I keep a constant communication with my teammates and my organization. And we got to have everybody on board. We want to do what we say we want to do. So right now, I'm focused on that.
Thank you, Jaylen.
Mr. Rouse.